morning, I'm Shannon Smith live at Spookywoods in High Point, and haunted attractions like this prey on whatever you are afraid of. They hit on all the different fears, so somewhere in here you're going to be frightened. For me, it would be a lot of places. Tony Wogelmuth is here. Where are we now?
This is called the Puppet Master's Attic.
Yeah. And so this is for people maybe who are scared of clowns or dolls or that sort of thing.
Right, or creepy attics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, things that bothered you when as a little girl, little boy going up in the attic. That's the inspiration for this scene.
And you really do pay attention to detail in here. If you come in here and you could really appreciate it, not running through scared.
Yeah, back when most of your viewers are probably going to Myrtle Beach, we're scavenging through antique stores looking for detail. And again, we immerse you in an environment where you're just blown away with all the things to see, and then that's when we scare you.
Yeah, you're really trying to distract people in one sense so that you can scare them from another angle.
Right, and here you be looking and saying, oh, I may have had one of these little dolls when I was a little kid or something, and then one of these puppets come to life. And that's when we scare you. We distract you with the detail.
Even the attic floor here is like a real attic floor with insulation around it, and it kind of gives a little bit when you walk on it.
Right, that's the idea. We want you to really feel it when you walk in, like, oh, this may give way. Of course, you're only a few inches off the ground, but when we built the scene, we even have a dormer that you look out, so you think you might be in a second story of a building.
Yeah, and you know, there are a lot of horror movie sets that you've based off of. Like, I remember Chucky doll back when in the 80s or 90s. That scared a lot of people, but you do Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street and a lot of Saw, things like that. Right.
Well, we try to take inspiration from movies that are really popular, but we try to also do older movies that, you know, the older generation would recognize, and then also the newer horror genre.
And then scary things like making people feel claustrophobic, or if people have a fear of bugs or spiders or things like that.
Right, the simple things are just the simplest thing that will just freak people out, you know, in the darkness.
All right, you really study that, and I appreciate that. You should have a degree in scaring people, Tony.
We have a lot of fun doing it.
They do. If you want to come here and be frightened at Spooky Woods, you can go to our website, myfoxwghp.com, click on the entertainment section, and you'll see all kinds of haunted attractions here in the Piedmont Triad, including Spooky Woods.